Webster Gorlocks and the host Westminster Blue Jays. It's a showdown between two SLIAC heavyweights. The top of the table put it on the line on the road against fourth place Westminster. Can the Blue Jays pass this semester's biggest test and right the ship against Webster? Find out next on the Westminster Athletics YouTube page. Hello everyone, I'm Garrett Jones. Pleased to have you with us tonight. Big matchup tonight here from Fulton. You saw the women take care of business on our stream earlier. Westminster trying to complete their end and take care of game number 2 of our doubleheader. As we mentioned, Webster at the top of the table, 15-5 for them on the season, 11-2 mark in conference. Westminster not far behind them, 10-11, pour out of conference play, really set the Blue Jays back, but they've really turned it around here in SLIAC play. Just 3 games back at 9-5, and a win tonight would go a long way toward contention for the rest of the season. We'll go ahead and give you the starting lineup tonight for both teams as the PA announcer announces it as well. Enrique Takins missed Saturday's game, but he starts at guard for Webster. Josh Johnson, one of the premier players in this conference, holds it down the shooting guard spot for the Gorlocks. Aaron Hopp at the 3, Rodson Etienne at the forward spot, and Nigel Wilcox, the man in the middle for Webster. As for Westminster, familiar look. Colin Kaywood starts things off in the guard spot. Kobe Wands in there as well, along with his brother Carter. Those two, a familiar fixture in the lineup. Stu Hollinsworth holds things out at the 4 spot. Romo Tab rounds things out in the middle. One of the premier players in this conference, met with a large ovation as he is announced here this evening. So as we head here for tip-off, just about ready to get things going. We're so privileged to have you in for this one with us. Our referee crew tonight is Ryan O'Neill, the head referee, Kenny Seifert, and Kevin Raher round out this crew. It'll be Webster moving from your right to your left across the broadcast screen. Westminster starting out moving from left to right across your screen as well. Romo Tab and Nigel Wilcox, the two men ready to tip it off and get this one underway from historic Westminster Gym. Westminster wins the tip and we're underway. 2 20-minute halves ready to be played here and set the tone for this critical conference matchup. Westminster in the road blues tonight. Great look in contrast with the Webster yellows as right off the bat, Hollinsworth tried to go up there and flip it in. He couldn't make good on it, and it is rebounded by Webster. Coming back the other way with it is Tankins. As we mentioned, missed Saturday's game. Slowing it down are the Gorlocks. 17 to shoot here. No score, 30 minutes into the game. 30 seconds, I should say. A floater, no good. Rebound, Carter Wands coming back the other way for the Blue Jays. Each team exchanges misses on its first shot. Romo Tab right to the rack. Rejected there by the rim. And it looks like Tankins had a little bit of a hand in that one as well. Now here's Johnson on the right wing. Coming into the game, averaging a scorching 18.5 points per game. Now Aaron Hopp. Turnaround J is good. The bank is open late tonight here in Fulton, and Aaron Hopp books it for the first points of the evening. Now Westminster looking to respond. Here's Hollinsworth in the lean. Drops it low. Flips it back up. Working around here. Great ball movement for Westminster. A minute and a half into this one. Here's Kobe Wands putting it up and nailing it from the top of the key. The Wands brothers, Kobe the junior, Carter the senior, a big part of what Westminster's trying to do here. Guys who have contributed for multiple years for the Blue Jays. And Kobe gets it started off there. But on the other end, Josh Johnson right to the rack. As I mentioned, 18 points a game coming in. He's going to put the ball in the bucket quite a bit. Now here's Carter in the left wing. Flips it up for Hollinsworth. Right wing Kobe. Back over to Kaywood. Down low. Hollinsworth bodies a man that turns around for the jumper, but it's no good. And now back the other way. On the rip through. Foul called here. First one of the evening. First team foul. Looks like they're going to tag Rodson Etienne on the foul there. No free throws upcoming. This is Johnson on the right wing, and you bet he knocks down the mid-range jumper. Can't give him that shot. Guy who shoots 47% from the floor makes Westminster pay. Now back the other way. Kobe Wants at the top of the key. Working around Hollinsworth. Kaywood now down low. Romo Tab goes right up and finishes with the right hand. Good job for Romo Tab to take that one right to the rack and score with his right hand. Tab, the senior forward, 6'5", two-hand. 210, I should say. Gets us started off here. Hop from the top of the key. Hops right into that one, but no good. And the rebound out to Westminster and Kobe Wands. 17:04 left to play in the first. Hollinsworth right to the rim, leaves it up there, and misses the layup. So a chance for Westminster to tie. Webster with the early advantage, 6-4, but Hollinsworth can't connect. Back the other way with a clean shot clock. The Gorlocks set it up. Nigel Wilcox down low in the post. Nice jump hook there, and he finishes with the right hand for the bucket. Nigel Wilcox, another one of the premier players in this conference in the low post spot. 12.3 points a game coming in, 9 rebounds. It's going to be a huge challenge for Romo Tab and company tonight. Here is Tab on the right wing, 16 to shoot. Just underway here from Westminster. Webster with an early 8-4 advantage. Kobe Wants slows things down and fumbles the basketball. It kicks to Carter, and he lays it up and in. Late shot clock action for Westminster seems to be where they thrive, and Carter Wands, right place, right time, floats it up and in for the 2-point bucket. Back on the other end, Enrique Taken feeds it down low. Wilcox, turnaround jumper, it's good. That is a dangerous weapon for Wilcox and company. Westminster and Tab are going to have to keep an eye on that one all night. So there's the first timeout of the game for the Blue Jays. We'll be right back with you on the Westminster Athletics YouTube channel after the first stoppage of play. Your score, Webster 10, Westminster 6, here from Fulton. Timeout broken, and we are back at historic Westminster Gym. Such a great place for a basketball game, especially on a cool night like tonight. Garrett Jones back with you solo on the call this evening. Wherever you are watching, we hope you are warm and hope you are well. And thank you on behalf of Kirsten Carney, our SID here at Westminster, for making this happen this evening. Here's Westminster back the other way. It's Kobe Wants. No substitutions to tell you about. Same group that started it off. And that one wide for Kaywood, able to save it, but right into the arms of Takins, and Enrique right to the rack. He scores with the right hand. Poor passing leads to points for the Gorlocks, and suddenly Westminster finds itself getting doubled up early. Nice step back jumper. That's Kobe Wants. A little too strong there. Westminster able to secure the offensive rebound. Clean shot clock, Tab at the top of the key. Not afraid to shoot a three. He wards that one off. Screen from Hollinsworth. 18 to shoot. It's going to be more of a zone look for Webster tonight, I was told, and Gorlock sticking to that one early on. Flip to Hollinsworth. Strong to the rack, no good. He's missed 2 gimmies inside, and he leads the points there. Rebound, Webster coming back the other way. Here's Etienne working it around Josh Johnson. Johnson wearing that number 2, pulls up on the left wing, no good. And the rebound to Carter Wands, skied for that one. Leaves it up top for Colin Kaywood. Nice 2-man game for the Blue Jays, but Webster was on top of it and is able to knock it out of bounds. A couple substitutions to tell you about. Into the game for the first time is Casey McCullum, and for Stu Hollinsworth, who struggled from the field. And a trio of substitutions for Webster. Into the game for the first time, Elijah Macias, Blake Farrell as well, in for Etienne. Hop also off the floor. They're going to get Jordan Clay in for the first time tonight. 12-6, Webster the advantage. 14:29 remaining in the first half. Wands on the left wing, back up for Kaywood. 10 to shoot. Left wing Wands, dribble drive here, kick out. This is McCollum, a rare 3, no good. Off the short iron and out. fight for the rebound, tipped out of bounds off of Webster, and a lucky break for the Blue Jays. They could have risked seeing themselves go down by nearly double digits if they would have given that possession away. So play off the inbounds here. It's Kaywood, the trigger man, gets it over to Wands. Clean shot clock for the Blue Jays. Kaywood leaves it up now. Right wing Wands floats it down the road to Tab. Had to go up and get that one. Not a problem for Romo, who goes up with the left hand, and a sweet finish there for the Webster big man. So 12-8 now. The Webster advantage cut into after the basket from Westminster's Tab. Farrell thought about a corner three, but pulled it back down. Clay, the up fake now, drives in, maybe got away with the travel. Nonetheless, Farrell the rebound. 11 to shoot, and they do get him there on too many steps. That's Josh Johnson. He's got the ball in his hands a lot, and when that happens, you're oftentimes going to find that players like him are more susceptible to mistakes. As a substitution here for the Blue Jays once again. That's Stephen Brandt into the game for the first time. Kobe Wands, right corner McCollum. Back up top Brandt. Dribble handoff Kaywood, 18 to shoot. Deep three, no good off the left iron and out. Fight for the rebound, secured by Webster. 12-8 their advantage, 13-17 remaining in the first half. Corner three, Clay, no good. Rebound Kaywood. This has been a fast-paced game so far. Good entertainment value as Kaywood steps back and airballs a three. Colin Kaywood, the Jefferson City native, a senior on this team, really stepped into his own this year. 7.9 points a game. Normally that three ball pretty well for him. Only 28% on from the three on the year, but I feel like that doesn't really reflect that number to its highest degree. Down low to Wilcox. Two-man game here. Corner three, Macias. No good. Rebound Romo Tab. Back the other way. Kobe Wands. Clean shot clock. McCollum on the left wing. Westminster looking for the three early, and they flip it away here, and they give it away. A turnover. Coming back the other way, Clay. Gives it right back. And unfortunately for the Blue Jays, Kaywood came up with the basketball with his right foot on the line. So that'll stay with Webster with a clean shot clock. Substitution coming on for the Gorlocks. Ethan Hughes, a sophomore from Union, Missouri, on for the first time. And for the Westminster fans, or maybe those who aren't familiar with the Missouri landscape of college basketball, you might wonder, what is he saying as the mascot of Webster? They are the Gorlocks, and you see it across in purple print in their gold uniforms. As Johnson here, hoisted from the left wing, no good. Fight for the rebound, out of bounds, stay with Webster. A Gorlock, as defined from the team website, is a mythical creature with the horns of a buffalo and the face of a St. Bernard. So in reference to the Webster Gorlocks, I hope you have a better understanding of what that looks like. That was voted in 1984 as the team mascot. Free throw line jumper is sunk by Hughes, and Webster extends its lead. So the Blue Jays now down by 6 as the clock hits exactly 12 remaining in the half. Deep three tried for Kobe Wands. Nearly flung out of bounds. Nice job there by McCollum to save it. It kicks right back out to McKay. Gilbreth just in the game, and he finishes with the right hand. The Fulton, Missouri native makes an impact on this game. Gets right to the free throw line and scores the bucket plus a foul. And McCollum off the floor for Westminster. Hollinsworth, the starter, back into the game. Gilbreth at the free throw line is one and only is sunk. Another substitution for the Blue Jays. Jack Kitchens, really establishing himself as a role player recently, is into the game early. Hop back in for the Gorlocks. Aaron Hop with the basketball at the top of the key. Clay now leaves it over for Macias. Down low to Tankins. Now in the corner. Back up top, Hop. Left corner, Clay. 13 to shoot. Throws it down low. Turnaround. Tankins no good. And Tab skies for the rebound. I beg your pardon, Stu. Hollinsworth grabs that one and comes back the other way for Westminster. Kobe Wands now at the top of the key. Webster brings a double, continuing that firm zone on the defensive look. Gilbreth. Top of the key, Hollinsworth. You bet. Stu Hollinsworth expands his range and knocks down a three-point jumper. A 23% three-point shooter connects that time. 14-13, the Webster advantage. Under 11 to play here. Westminster a nice steal, and they come back the other way with it. Westminster in the road blues tonight, coming back the other way, moving left to right across your broadcast screen. And a whistle here, another foul call. That'll be the second team for Webster. That's a first on Tankins. And a substitution, Carter Wands back on the floor for the Blue Jays, as well as Etienne for the Gorlocks. Tightly contested game so far. Blue Jays inbounding for front of their own basket. This is Brandt, flips it high. Carter Wands comes down with it. Calls out a play with 20 to shoot. No hurry here for Westminster, looking to take their first lead of the game. Kitchens at the top of the key. Left corner three is knocked down. Stephen Brandt, why not? And Westminster, a 2-point lead, their first and only of the night. 10:21 remaining now in the first and only half. And a turnover here. Nice steal and a takeaway by Carter Wands. Float down low for Kitchens. The freshman going to work. Bodies Tankins and goes up with it but draws a foul. Keep an eye on that one. Enrique Tankins just drew his second, the third team foul. And if you're the head man behind the bench for the Gorlocks, that's Chris Bunch on the sidelines tonight. His 17th season in that position. Kitchen's first is up and good. Never got a chance to introduce the head men. Chris Bunch, as I mentioned, from Lincoln Memorial University. Couple conference championships to his name as Kitchens looks to finish it off. And you know the man behind the bench for Westminster, it's Matt Mitchell. 19th year at Westminster, 238 career wins. Second one wasn't any good for Kitchens. Nonetheless, Westminster able to extend its lead. 17-14 now, the advantage, under 10 in the first half. Gorlocks working it around. Jumper, Wilcox left it short. Fight for the rebound, back up Etienne, no good. Kitchens able to secure it, and Wands coming back the other way with Westminster. In the first game, we saw the Westminster women cruise to a victory, and now Stephen Brandt emulating their three-point shooting, knocking down his first two and creating some separation for the Blue Jays. We'll take a quick break from the action after the timeout. Your score, Westminster 20, Webster 14, here on the Westminster Athletics YouTube channel. Here we are back in Fulton, historic Westminster Gym. Pleased to have you as part of our broadcast tonight. Webster took an early advantage, but suddenly finds itself trailing off a fierce Westminster rally. 20-14, the Blue Jays lead. Under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. Webster working it around now. Josh Johnson, the corner, backed off. 8 to shoot. Shot clock winding down. In the corner, Hop, dribble drives, floats it in the paint. Great runner. And a wise play from Aaron Hop to take that ball down and score in the paint instead of turning down the three-pointer. A Lincoln Community College transfer makes good there. Westminster on the other end. Wands initially got away with the travel, but a late whistle yields a change in possession. It'll be Gorlock basketball. Johnson gets it into Hop. Back up top for Josh, one of the top scorers in the conference. Etienne on the left wing. Great cycling here for the Gorloks. Westminster staying tight to its man defense, 12 to shoot. They have really turned it up on the defensive end in the past couple minutes. Wilcox, a mid-range jumper, sure enough. His third turnaround J of the night, 6 points for him. And Webster continues to unleash its offensive weapons, a variety of them, mind you, on Westminster. 20-18, the Blue Jays with an early advantage. 8:15 left to play in the first half. Gilbreth now getting good minutes to start this game. Dribble handoff, Brandt. He's down the hot hand early on. Kitchen's at the top of the key. They work it down low, 5 to shoot. Late shot clock, Hollingsworth flips it up and in. Stu Hollingsworth, after initially struggling, able to turn around and knock it down. 4-point cushion for the Blue Jays. Wilcox now in the mid-range, passes up Johnson. Mid-range jumper, well off, no good there from Farrell. Save as it almost went out of bounds to Etienne, who goes right to the rack and flips it up with his right hand. Rodson Etienne with the bucket, draws Webster back within 2. Suddenly the score, 22-20, Blue Jay advantage. 7:27 remaining in the first half. Handoff here, Brandt works to get away from the basketball, but leaves it for Carter Wands. Couple steps in and a couple dribble moves. Leads to a wide open lane for McKay Gilbreth, and he's able to get to the rack and score with the right hand. Gilbreth's a guy who really hasn't had a chance to plant himself deep in the rotation, but here stepping up as Coach Mitchell continues to toy with this rotation, and Gilbreth proving his worth here with 5 early points. Corner 3, Johnson, no good. Fight for the rebound. Grabbed by Gilbreth. There he is right there. 24-20, Westminster the lead. Under 7 to play in the first half. Brandt now. Up top for Carter Wands. Westminster resets. Screen leaves Wands a little room, but he hands it off for Brandt. Drive by Steven, flipped up and no good, but a whistle. It's going to be an illegal screen. I beg your pardon, a hold on the screen on Blake Farrell. His first foul, 14th foul now sends Stephen Brandt to the line. 14 fouls, as I mentioned, for Webster, only 1 for Westminster. First one from Brandt is up and no good. Stephen Brandt, a valuable rotation player, guy who comes off the bench, a Westphalia, Missouri native from Fatima High School. 67% free throw shooter, missed his first, but he's got a chance at another one. That one is up and no good. Hop skies for the rebound. And Brandt leaves 2 points at the line. Webster back the other way. Johnson down low to Hop. Nigel Wilcox, a lot of space in the mid-range. 24 to shoot. Clean shot clock for the Gorloks. They go down low. Etienne, and jump hook is good. Rodson Etienne can score in a variety of ways. And he gets right to the basket and scores with that dangerous right hand. Westminster in control early on, 24-22. No breathing room by any means, as that one tipped out of bounds. Stoppage of play with 6 minutes and 1 second remaining in the first half. The conference leaders in to visit the Blue Jays tonight, and they have met the challenge so far. It'll be Gilbreth to inbound. Moving away from the ball, Romo Tab just back into the game. He gives a weak screen here, and Kobe also back on for Westminster. Tab working it around. Down low, Hollingsworth. Thought about the shot, passed it up, but went out of bounds off Gilbreth. He wasn't ready for the pass, and the freshman lets it go. A turnover for Westminster. 24-22. The Blue Jays still have the advantage despite the turnover. And back the other way is Webster. Hop now leaves it up top. Clay just back into the game. Now Farrell. Etienne on the right wing. 12 to shoot. Late shot clock, Johnson floats it up. No good. Rebound Gilbreth. He can really jump, but we've seen him sky for a couple of rebounds so far. Makai Gilbreth giving Westminster great minutes here early on. Kobe Wands in the left wing. Over for Romo Tab. They're working around Wands. Right wing Gilbreth, 13 to shoot. Down low Tab, a jump hook, no good. Etienne skies for the rebound with 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Webster a chance to tie or take the lead. In the corner and Hawk. Great game so far. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Westminster Athletics YouTube channel. And a dribble drive there for Farrell goes right to the rack. Couldn't get it to fall, but he did get fouled and go to the free throw line. The second team foul of the night for Westminster, the first on Stu Hollinsworth. Here's the first from Farrell, a 56% free throw shooter, and he leaves it there. Westminster clinging to a 24-22 lead. Over 4.5 minutes remaining in this first half from historic Westminster Gym. Second one, good. So the Baldwin, Missouri native draws Webster back within one. Substitutions on. Clay is on the floor now. Farrell takes a step out of the game. Nothing new to tell you about for Westminster. Kobe Wands slowing things down now. A little two-man game with he and Romo Tab. They get it down low to Hollinsworth, goes up with the left hand and is rejected. That is Wilcox. That's something he can do extremely well. And on the other end, it turns into points for Webster. That's Etienne finishing with the right hand. And suddenly, Webster seesaws back in front. A lead change, 25-24. Gorlock's the advantage with 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Down low, Hollinsworth spinning and not winning. The rebound to Etienne. Back the other way, Webster. They turn it over, but a fortuitous bounce right into the hands of Clay, and he finishes with the right hand. So suddenly Webster races back in front, a 7-0 run. The Gorlocks now in control. Far from a sure thing, though, with how Westminster started this game. Three from the top of the key, you bet. That is Kobe Wands, leans into a three-pointer and ties it right back up. You can never count the Blue Jays out with how well they can shoot it, and they knocked that one down. Tie game, 27 all, 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Clay a feed. Great job there by Wilcox to follow. He has been everywhere so far tonight. 8 early points for him. Wands at the top of the key. Down low, Hollinsworth. Nearly loses dribble, but he's able to regain it. Wands, right wing three. Gilbreth, you bet. Makai Gilbreth, a true freshman, giving this team great minutes early on. And the Fulton, Missouri native playing in his hometown, able to connect on the three-pointer. Westminster with a chance to respond. And Webster sets it right back up. Clay with the ball at the top of the key. Johnson up fake. Thought about the shot, pulled it back down. 8 to shoot. Johnson, a heavily contested jumper, able to hit it. And once again, Webster back in front. Johnson's been held relatively in check early on. There's only 6 points in the game. Keep in mind, he came in averaging 18 points a game. Hollinsworth working it around. Nice feed for Wands. Back up top to Kobe. Great no-look pass. And the brother connection there working for Westminster. Kobe with a feed down low to Carter, who finishes with the right hand. Westminster back in front. A single-point advantage as 2 minutes are left to play in this first half. Johnson, feed down low, Wilcox. Goes to work, drives in with a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar-esque jump hook, and is able to finish it. Pretty move there for Wilcox, and he's got 10 early points. Now here's Kobe Wands trying to slow things down now. Under 2 minutes to play. Clean shot clock. He pulls up from the mid-range and hits. These two teams are really exchanging blows. Two really evenly matched opponents tonight. And Wands able to make good on that one. 34-33. Aaron Hobb. Down low, Clay. Up fake. Rejected. Romo Tab with a fierce block. It'll stay with Webster, but the momentum in the hand of the Blue Jays after that fierce swat from their lead man. That is a big strength to Romo Tab's game. Inbounding from under the basket, Hop has to flip it out way up top for Johnson, 19 to shoot. A minute and 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Clay with it at the top of the key. Takes a couple steps in, frees himself up from the mid-range, no good. Fight for the rebound. Wilcox had his hands on it, and he'll be out of bounds off Westminster. Shot clock resets. Blue Jays with a chance to get the ball back there, but Webster with another look. Gorlock's inbound now from under the basket. Blake Farrell just back in. Swings at Johnson, no good. Ill-advised shot there. Wilcox an offensive rebound. And great fortune for Webster. They're able to make good on that one. Kobe Wands now face guarded by Josh Johnson. Stephen Brandt, why not? No good. Rebound, Westminster. Kobe, no good. Wands wanted it. They couldn't make good on either three-pointer. And Webster, a chance to extend its lead. This has been a tight one throughout. 33 seconds remaining in the first half. Webster a 1-point advantage. Feed down low. Wilcox nearly lost it. They hit the deck. And it'll be Westminster basketball. Initial discrepancy there between the players and referees, but the Blue Jays will retain the basketball, and with the shot clock off, can hold for the final shot here with 25 seconds remaining in the first half. This has been a great one, folks. Thanks for sticking around for the first half. We'll be back at the end of the conclusion of the halftime with a report on the stats and what to look for in the second. 10 seconds. Romo Tab looking to close off the half. Westminster holding for the last shot. 5. Kaywood from the left wing, no good. Rebound, Josh Johnson. A whole second to shoot. Heaves it from half court. No good. Nearly hit the shot clock at the top of the board. So that will end an exciting first half of action. Your score, the visiting Webster Gorlocks 35, the host Westminster Blue Jays 34. A battle between two conference heavyweights has lived up to the billing so far. Stick with us and return for the second half to see what happens with the rest of this one. We'll be right back on the Westminster Athletics YouTube channel. Welcome back to Fulton. So happy to have you alongside with us here on the Westminster Athletics YouTube page here at Westminster Gym in Fulton, Missouri. Garrett Jones here bringing you the action tonight. Big thank you to everyone at Westminster who made it happen tonight, specifically our SID, Kirsten Carney. After a whole half, your score, the visiting Webster Gorlocks 35, the home Fulton Westminster Blue Jays 34. This is such a big game in the overall landscape of the St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference standings. Webster came into this game at 11-2, a 15-5 mark overall. And they came off a loss to Eureka. This team is really in a position where it's vulnerable. They were without Enrique Tankins, their second leading scorer. And Westminster trying to take advantage of that. A team right now that currently sits with a below 500 overall record, but 9-5 in conference. They have really played well in SLIAC play. They're fourth in the table, and with a win tonight could leapfrog Spalding, depending on their result tonight, and put themselves in a position to be within striking distance in conference play. A win would put them at 2 games back from first. The guys who made that happen tonight and supported that mission for the Blue Jays, Makai Gilbreth. Who saw that coming? A freshman. Contributed sparingly throughout the season, only averaging 2.8 points a game. Did not score in 12 minutes last time out, but he leads the Blue Jays with 8 points off the bench. As for Webster, if Westminster is going to pull away in this game and secure what will be a crucial conference win, they've got to stop Nigel Wilcox on the inside. 12 points off 6 of 8 shooting, 5 total rebounds. He has been a threat inside. As for Josh Johnson, struggling from the floor. That guy came in averaging 18 points a game. He has been held to just 6, as I said, off 3 of 9 shooting and 0 of 4 from the floor. The horn means we're just about ready to get going here in the second half. Westminster again in the road light blue jerseys with white numbering, dark blue piping, and most players wearing dark blue shoes. As for Webster, the visitors from Webster Groves, Missouri, they come sporting gold tops, gold bottoms, jerseys with white numbering, and dark blue and white striping. Same 5 take the floor for both teams that did at the tip. It'll be Webster the basketball, now moving from left to right across your broadcast screen. And Westminster countering, starting out on defense, moving right to left. We're underway here in the second half, so pleased to have you with us. A drive to start, right to the cup, goes Tankins, and he lays it up and in with the right hand for a 3-point Webster lead. So Westminster coming back the other way with it. This is Kobe Wants, leaves it on the left wing. Back up top for Kaywood. Right wing Carter Wants, a dribble drive here. Hands it off. Kobe Wants faces up, leaves it in the left corner. Carter thought about a 3, but took a step inside the arc and pulled it late in the shot clock. Missed it off the right iron and out. Rebound, Webster. Dribble handoff here. Gorlocks looking to distance themselves after leading early in this game, but trailing by as many as 5. Nice job by Hop to create some separation, and Hop through there for a 5-point Webster lead. His basket extends the Gorlock lead 39-35, just over a minute into the second half. Westminster on the other end, right to the cup and scoring is Stu Hollinsworth. He's had a great night so far, 6 points on the evening, struggled from the floor, but hit 3 big shots. And now the Gorlocks set things up in the half-court set. Wilcox wants the ball. He leads all scorers with 12. Floated back up. Tankins now. Left wing Hop. Back over to Etienne. Down low Tankins once again on the rip through. Kaywood bodies him up, 5 to shoot. Left corner, Etienne can't really shoot that 3. Didn't see the shot clock, and it expires on him. A low awareness that play there from Rodson Etienne, normally a really solid contributor for this team on the night. 6 points off 3 of 4 shooting. But his head was not in the game there, and Westminster will take it, a chance to get points off the turnover. Blue Jays now, Kaywood cuts. Wands with the ball at the top of the key. Romo Tab pulls it up. He's been quiet tonight. Westminster's leading scorer coming into this game has just 4 on the night. Kaywood on the rip through. Screen from Tab and a nice release. 8 to shoot. Hayward at the top of the key. Nice move to create some separation. Dribble drive, floats it up. No good. Wands on the follow, couldn't bring it home. So the rebound out to Webster. Hop back in transition. 3-point lead for the Gorlocks. 17:43 to play in the second half. Hop a little too much trying to do there. And Wands comes back up with it the other way. Takes contact but can't score. Crowd wanted a foul there. Wilcox outlets out to Johnson. And a chance for Takins back the other way. Leaves it down low and Etienne scores. Rodson Etienne makes up for the miscue on the last possession. And suddenly Westminster finds itself down by 5. Dribble handoff here. Kobe Wands. Right wing Carter Wands. Back up to Romotown. Great movement here through the weave for the Blue Jays. Left wing three, Colin Kaywood straight away, no good. And the rebound out to Nigel Wilcox and the defending Webster Gorlocks. A steal here on the other way. Tab leaves it. Hollingsworth, a nifty spin move. He gets right to the cup and lays it up with the left hand. And a whistle here, a blocking foul called on the other end. Tab went down hard after the contact on that last play. And Webster tried to take advantage of it with a 3-on-2. Etienne went right at the Blue Jays and knocked over Kobe Wands, drawing his first foul of the night, the first team foul for Westminster. Etienne at the free throw line, his first one is up and no good. 40% at the line, so it's kind of a toss-up with him. Substitution on. Clay is back in. Tankin's going to get a breather. He's been quiet even though he comes in averaging 14.6 points per game. Missed Saturday's game due to injury. Clearly banged up early in this one. Etienne's second is good. So it's a 4-point advantage for Webster. 42-38, 16:35 remaining in the second half. Hollingsworth a step in and mid-range jumper, no good. Great rebound from Colin Kaywood on the offensive end. He gets in the corner. Thought about a three but turned it down, and a fresh shot clock for the Blue Jays. Screen from behind. Hollingsworth down low, Stu right to the rack, and he scores. Hollingsworth able to knock it down again. 10 points for him to lead all Blue Jay scorers. And a chance for a steal here, giving it his all and drawing the jump ball. So that'll be Westminster basketball. The possession arrow headed the way of the Blue Jays in the second half. For those who might not know how that works, in contrast of an NBA jump ball, possession arrow does go the way of the away team in the first half, the home in the second. So in lieu of jump balls here in the second half, we will see the possession arrow. That's something that bodes well for the Blue Jays down the stretch. Wands a jumper, no good. Fight for the rebound. They're able to secure it, and Westminster sets something up in the half-court set. Hollingsworth again right to the rack. He scores. Stu Hollingsworth, 3 for his last 3. Able to knock that one down, and 12 points for him. Jumper, Etienne, no good. Rebound, who else? Hollingsworth grabs that one. 42 all, 15:38 remaining. Kobe Wands, a 3 plus the foul. Can you believe it? He did a great job of selling that one. Certainly some contact there, but Kobe Wands has flipped this game on its head. Westminster found itself trailing by as many as 5 in this half. And suddenly, Kobe Wands goes to the free throw line with a chance to extend the lead to 4 for the Blue Jays. 88% free throw shooter, not going to miss that one. And the 15-point-a-game scorer there with a huge play, 11 on his night. 46-42, the Westminster advantage. Webster back the other way, looking to make something happen in the half-court set. They're working around in the corner, 15 to shoot. Back up top, Etienne. Left wing 3. That's Hop, and he knocks it down. Trading punches are these two SLIAC heavyweights. We'll take a quick break from the action and rejoin you shortly. You're watching Westminster Hoops here on the Westminster Athletics YouTube page. back in mid-bow. Westminster 46, Webster 45 here on the Westminster Athletics YouTube channel. Hollinsworth right to the rack, no good. And Stu Hollinsworth had to cool off at some point. Webster gives it right back. Kobe Wan's back the other way. Feed to Tab. Yes, sir. Romo Tab finishes with the left hand. And he electrifies this crowd here at Westminster Gymnasium. We'll go to the free throw line with a chance for 4. Tab's one and only is up and good. Friendly bounce there for Westminster. Tab will take it any way he can get it. And Romo helps Westminster back to a 4-point lead. Webster looking to respond. They work it around. Hops in the corner. Takes a couple dribbles and steps away. Here's Tankins. Now Johnson left wing. No good. Fight for the rebound. Wilcox, of course, skies to grab that one. Nigel Wilcox has been everywhere for the Gorlocks. Johnson resets with a fresh shot clock. 49-45, the Westminster advantage. Turnaround jumper, no good. Wilcox finally cooled down, and Stephen Brandt just into the game, grabs that board. 49-45, the Blue Jay advantage here. 14 whole minutes remaining in the second half. Tab, a corner three, why not? Yep. Romo Tab expands his range and scores from the left wing. 52-45, the largest lead of the game for the Blue Jays. Down low, Tankins no good. Fight for the board, Blue Jays on it. Gilbreth just into the game, grabs that one. Westminster in control here in the second half against the number 1 team in the conference standings. Gilbreth right to the cup, flips it up, high off the glass. That would have been something, but it's no good, and Tankins grabs it coming back the other way. Send things up here, a 3-on-2. Pretty shot there from Tankins. He scooped it up and in. Enrique Tankins quiet in this one so far. He's able to score that one. 6 points in the night for him on 3 of 5 shooting. Exploding to the rim was Hollinsworth, but he couldn't finish. And Webster back the other way. This is Josh Johnson now. Leaves it up top. Tankins now. Corner 3, Josh Johnson, yes sir. Josh Johnson from straight away in the corner, and the 18-point-a-game score coming into this game finally starting to heat up. His 9th points of the evening. His first 3, 4 of 11 from the floor for him. 52-50, Westminster the lead, and a foul here away from the ball is going to be called on Webster. 2 substitutions in for the Gorlocks. It'll be Elijah Macias and Rodson Etienne in for Tankins and Hop. 12:55 remaining in this second half. Timeout, Westminster. They want to talk it over. And Coach Mitchell conferences his men. 52-50. Westminster able to build up as much as a 7-point lead. Can they hang on to it? A lot still to be decided here from Historic Gym. Back at Historic Gym here in Fulton, Missouri. Westminster out of the timeout, a 2-point lead. 12 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this one. Working it around here, 12 to shoot. Late shot clock, Hollinsworth. Flips it back up for Kobe Wands. Takes it down with the dribble. Down low to Hollinsworth on the rip through. Heavy contact and a foul. Looks like they're going to get Wilcox for that one. I beg your pardon, they're going to grab Etienne with that one on the arm. 14 foul of the frame for Webster. Blue Jays inbound from under the basket. Right off the inbound, why not, Romo Tab. Really putting it together here in the second half. 5 of 7 from the floor tonight, and he is tied for the Blue Jay lead in scoring with 12 points. Macias, feed, Clay, up, and not under. Rejected by Stephen Brandt. Coming back the other way with it are the Blue Jays. 54-50 they lead. Feed, Gilbreth right to the cup. No good. Tab for the rebound. Kicks right back to Gilbreth, the three at the top of the key. Kobe Wands, you bet. He leans into a three, his 14th point of the night. Second big three-pointer, and he leads the Blue Jays among all scorers. Whistle away from the ball here and a foul on Webster. The Blue Jays have matched their biggest lead against the number one team in the conference tonight here at Historic Gym. And a timeout for Webster. They want to talk it over, does head coach Chris Bunch. We'll get a little break in the action and rejoin you shortly here on the Westminster Athletics YouTube page. Back here in Fulton, your score, Westminster 57, Webster 50. The first time these two teams played this season, it was a lopsided result, no question about it. A 20-point win for the Webster Gorlocks in St. Louis on the 5th of January. This one has played to a much closer result. This game's been back and forth, multiple lead changes, but Westminster with security right now, a 7-point lead with 11:42 remaining in the second half. Dribble drive here, two-man game, why not? Kobe Wands to the rack. He floats it over the teeth of the Webster defense, and suddenly Westminster with a 9-point lead, its largest of the night. They work it down low. Clean shot clock for the Gorlocks. Macias now. Top of the key, Clay. Back up top to Macias. Left corner, Etienne. 6 to shoot. Late shot clock, Johnson. Up fake. Three-pointer from the left wing, no good. And the rebound out to Westminster. A chance for a double-digit lead. The Blue Jays have not trailed by more than 5 points tonight. And here in the second, they have really taken control of this game. Back the other way, Brandt right to the rack. Scores in the foul. Stephen Brandt goes strong to the rack and puts it up with contact, and suddenly Westminster with a chance to put up a dozen between them and the conference leading Gorlocks. Substitution on for said Gorlocks. Tankin's back in favor of Clay. We'll send Brandt to the free throw line. Stephen Brandt has made an impact all over the floor tonight. 67% free throw shooter, misses that one. 10:46 remaining now, second half. Here's Tankins in. Left wing, movement all around him. Floats it down low to Wilcox. Macias now. Tankins at the top of the key, you bet. Tankins cuts it right back down to 8. Big three for him. And suddenly Tankins has had a relatively quiet night after missing his last time out, is on the scoreboard. Wands floated that one up in traffic. Maybe a little ambitious there. And the Gorlocks looking to come out and run. Macias spinning and winning. Nice job by him to get to the rack and cut the lead back down to 6. 10:06 remaining in the second half. Westminster still with the lead. Left wing Brandt. Fires down low. Gilbreth. Hollinsworth. Looking for more. No good. Rebound Tankins. Looking to build on a 5-0 run. Hollinsworth clearly favoring his shoulder. We'll get a stoppage in play to assess the injury. Coach Mitchell checking on his man, and will sub in Chris McCollum in favor of him. Hollinsworth's been a definite impact player tonight for the Blue Jays. 12 points, 3 rebounds on his night. He's got 16 shot attempts, so the Blue Jays have ran their offense through him. Webster back the other way. Josh Johnson with it at the top of the key. Didn't want to get it to Tankins, but it winds up in his arms. Tankins a dribble drive. Contact and a whistle. And a foul there on Brandt. It'll be Kaywood substituting in favor of McCollum. Brief action for Chris. No free throws, but an inbound coming for the Gorloks from under the basket. They float it in now and fire it down low to Wilcox. He's been quiet in the second half, but he finally gets back on the scoreboard. 2 points for him to lead the Gorloks with 14. And suddenly, after Westminster took an 11-point lead, a 7-0 Webster run has put them back in this one. Kobe Wands with it, works on the right wing. Kaywood back over to Kobe, two-man game. Long three, Kaywood no good, fight for the rebound. Friendly fire there, and it ends up in the arms of Webster, but Johnson couldn't get his footing and lets it go out of bounds off the Gorloks. And you just hope Johnson's okay. That hurts to go down like that, clearly favoring his right arm. But he's okay, he's going to stay in the game. Timely turnover forced by Westminster. They had seen their 11-point lead fall down to what it currently stands at 4, 61-57, they lead. So here's Carter Wands now. Kobe Wands, beg your pardon. Carter's down low in the paint. Back up top to Kobe. Clean shot clock, 20 to shoot. Screen from Tab. Physical play at the top of the key. Carter Wands now. Dribble handoff. Kaywood not afraid to shoot. 8 now. Kobe goes. Pulls up for mid-range, and a lucky bounce falls. Kobe Wands with 18 to lead all scorers. And Westminster back up by 6. Johnson swings it now left wing. Nigel Wilcox now takes a couple steps. Leaves it top of the key, ETN. Down low, Tankins. They bring a triple team, and this leaves Nigel Wilcox wide open, but fortune for the Westminster Blue Jays. That one tips out, and Wilcox misses a wide open jumper. 8:10 remaining in the second half, 63-57 the Blue Jay advantage. Great dribble moves by Carter Wands. That's what he's known for. Kaywood, top of the three, fake the shot, got it down low to Tab, who spins and wins. I don't know if his hands were on that basketball for more than 2 seconds, but Romo Tab, with some magic in the low post, spins and scores. 8-point cushion for the Blue Jays. Nigel Wilcox up and under. Nice job for him to fake out Tab. Not a liability on the defensive end by any means, but certainly has his glaring weaknesses. And Wilcox able to take advantage of it. 16 points for him. He leads all Webster scorers. Kicking in the corner, Kaywood. 7:22 remaining in the second half. 65-59, Westminster leading the number 1 team in the conference. Late shot clock now. Kobe Wands going to work. Takes a couple steps in. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Tab tried to tip the rebound back up, but it couldn't go in. And the rebound to Tankins. Webster slows things down now. Got to start thinking about the clocks. Trailing by 6. ETN, good. Plus a foul. Nice job by Rodson ETN to move away from the basketball, draw contact, and get to the free throw line plus the basket. 11 for him tonight. He's got a chance to add on one more. He struggles from the free throw line, just a 40% free throw shooter. So Westminster's got to be ready to crash the boards here. West Palm Beach, Florida native. A long way from home in the Missouri winter. He makes good on that one and cuts it to just a 3-point lead for the Blue Jays. They've led by as many as 11. This one is seesawed back and forth. How will it end up down the stretch? 6 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this one. Dribble handoff. Kobe Wands leaves up top for Gilbreth, getting some significant minutes in this one. Foul here as Wands hits the deck. They're going to get Josh Johnson for that one. Immensely struggling tonight. 4 of 12 from the floor, 1 of 6 from 3. That's his second foul. He'll send a really good free throw shooter in Carter Wands to the free throw line. One thing you can be certain of in the Wands household in their younger days, Kobe and Carter Wands, brothers a year separated in age. both out of Rolla, Missouri and Rolla High School. One thing you can be for certain that they practiced a lot in their driveway when they were little were free throws. 88% at the line for Kobe this season, 76 for Carter, but there's an announcer jinx right there. He misses the second. 4-point cushion for the Blue Jays. Mid-range jumper, Wilcox. No. Fight for the rebound. And Josh Johnson crashes after that one, but it's Farrell just into the game going after that ball and careening into a dry erase board setup here at Westminster College. Great effort there and a hustle play. Keeps the basketball with Webster. They inbound to Wilcox. Right to Josh Johnson. Top of the key, Farrell. Hop now. Leaves it up top, Wilcox. Swings it for Johnson. 18 to shoot. Johnson now on the right wing. Up for Hop. Couple steps in, leaves it on the left wing. Good defense for Westminster, and they force a turnover. Carter Wands sweeps in and takes it away. Now for Gilbreth on the left wing. 66-62. Under 6 to play here from Historic Gym. Left wing Wands. Good movement away from the basketball. 13 to shoot. Tab on the right wing. Give and go here. Couple dribbles and a mid-range jumper for Romo. No good. And ripping down the rebound is Nigel Wilcox. His 12th on the evening. A double-double for him. 5:30 remaining. 66-62. Westminster leads. Nearly a turnover there. A fight for the basketball. And the possession arrow. I beg your pardon, a foul called here. You're going to get Gilbreth for that one on the arm. His first of the night. 14 foul. 17 fouls for Webster, 4 for Westminster. Substitution, Gilbreth off the floor after that foul. Stephen Brandt back on the floor. He's given a ton to his team tonight. 8 points, 3 of 4 shooting. Johnson floats it in, 19 to shoot for Webster. Johnson on the right wing. Left wing, Hop. 10 to shoot. Westminster tightens up. And a whistle away from the ball. A foul called here. And they're going to get Tab for it. So that'll be his first of the night. No foul trouble to worry about there. None really at all for Westminster to this point. Kobe Wands has 2 fouls. He leads the Blue Jays in scoring tonight. But with 5 minutes left, no concern there. Johnson barely gets a hold of that one. 18 to shoot now. Hop on the right wing. Webster trailing by 4. Hop right to the rack and draws a foul. And right as I say no foul trouble to worry about, Wands picks up his 3rd, so you got to start keeping an eye on that. And that will send Hop to the free throw line. Aaron Hop, a junior out of Lincoln, Illinois. Also a member of the Webster baseball team, so a 2-sport athlete here. 83% free throw shooter, really good in that category. His first year in this program. Second one upcoming for him is good. 2-point game. Westminster has led by as many as 11 in the second half, but they've seen their lead dissipate. Under 5 to play. Westminster 66, Webster 64. Wands out the top of the key. Gets a screen and a release from Tab. Left corner, Carter Wands. Back over for Kobe. 2-man game here. 12 seconds to shoot. Carter at the top of the key. Weak screen for Tab. Gets right to the cup. Leaves it for Stu Hollinsworth, who rips it down. And late in the shot clock is able to hook it in. 2-point basket for Stu Hollinsworth, who scores with the left hand and gives Westminster a little cushion once more. 68-64, they lead. A whistle and a foul called on Webster. 8th team foul for the Gorlocks. That is the 4th on Enrique Tankins. So for this feared backcourt, coming into this game, they've both been held in check. Enrique Tankins just 9 points. Same with Josh Johnson. Both came in averaging over 15. Wands hooks it up top. Tab got it down low to Hollinsworth. Why not? He lost the basketball. Westminster able to get it back with 10 to shoot. Carter leaves the right wing. Stephen Brandt forced the 3, no good. Rebound and a scrum here. A chance for Farrell in transition. Goes right to the cup and lays it in. Blake Farrell makes good on the transition basket. And suddenly, Webster back within 2. Shaping up for a great finish here from historic Westminster Gym. Stick with us. Left wing Carter Watts. 3:40 remaining. 68-66. Westminster the advantage. Kobe Watts now. Gets it down low, tap. Going to work. A whistle. And not a popular foul call here. They're going to get a push off. So it's going to be in Westminster's advantage. That is the 5th and final foul on Enrique Tankins. His afternoon is done. And he finishes his night with a pedestrian 9 points. So Farrell's going to stay in the game. ETN is going to come on in replacement of Tankins. Disappointing day for the Wentzville, Missouri native. It sends Romo Tab to the free throw line. One of the most prolific low post players in this conference for the 1-and-1. Makes good in the first. 89% at the free throw line. One of many great free throw shooters on this Westminster team. 14 points on his night. Make it 16. Tab makes good on both. 16 and 3 for him. So 70-66 after a pair of Romo Tab free throws. Blue Jays clinging to an advantage here. How will this one shape up? Can the Blue Jays nab a marquee win over some of the conference best talents? Stay with us and find out here on the Westminster Athletics YouTube channel. Back in the Show Me State. Josh Johnson gets the rolled inbound in. Time is of the essence for the Gorlocks. 3:20 remaining in the second half. Aaron Hopp with it at the top of the key. Fresh shot clock for Webster. The conference best team at the top of the table. Putting it on the line here, looking to avoid a losing streak. Great hustle from Stu Hollinsworth, who tips the basketball out of bounds. Nearly got away with the steal there. It stays with Webster, but the shot clock now in its later stages just tend to shoot when the Gorlocks are able to inbound. Once again, a Gorlock, for those wondering, a mythical creature with the horns of a buffalo and the face of a St. Bernard. So one of the most unique mascots in the conference, more or less the state or the country. Webster knows no concern over that right now. Just trying to walk out of Westminster with the win. Spinning, Johnson right to the cup, a whistle away from the action. They're going to get Carter Wands in the foul. 7th team foul of the second half on Carter Wands, his first. That'll send Johnson to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. Josh Johnson, St. Louis, Missouri native out of Clayton High School. That one's good. He's a great free throw shooter. 90% from the line this year. 24 points last time out off 10 of 11 free throws. Westminster looking for a break. They can't get it. Johnson makes them pay and knocks down both free throws. 3:02 remaining in the game. 70-68 the Blue Jay advantage. Looking for a premier win. Kobe Wands now. Base guarded by Josh Johnson. Heavy contact from ETN. He maintains possession. 14 to shoot. Tap to the cup. No good. Rebound Webster, and a whistle away from the ball. It looks like this one's going to be on Westminster, much to the dismay of Matt Mitchell. And with both teams in the bonus, that will send Nigel Wilcox to the free throw line. So keep an eye on how that will affect the rest of the game. Shooting free throws from here on out. Webster comes into this game shooting 70% as a team from the free throw line. Westminster 78, so the advantage figures to the team in blue. Substitutions for the Blue Jays. Kaywood back in. 70-69 your score. Westminster clinging to a 1-point lead here, but a chance for the Gorlocks to tie it. Wilcox is no good. Leaves it short. Rebound Brandt. An 11-point lead in this half has quickly faded away for the Blue Jays. Kobe Wants leaves it down low. Up fake. Hollinsworth, he finishes with the left hand. Stu Hollinsworth, an exhibition tonight in the low post. 19 points on his night. 14, I beg your pardon. On the other end, Wilcox with the first dunk of the night, rattles the rim and brings it back to within one. Nigel Wilcox right to the rack for his 17 points of the night, and suddenly it's a 1-point game once again. 2 minutes remaining. How will this one finish? Romo tap, works it down low, Hollinsworth. Give and go. Hollinsworth again, up and in. Stu Hollinsworth running the offense here. 18 points on his night, 8 of 18 from the floor, and suddenly the Blue Jays back in front by 3. Timeout Webster. A minute and 53 seconds left to decide this one. Westminster trying to cling to a narrow lead. Back on the Westminster Athletics YouTube page. A minute and 53 seconds left to decide this critical conference bout between two heavyweights. First place Webster, putting its 11-2 SLIAC mark on the line, as Westminster looking to play spoiler here. 1:49 remaining, a 3-point lead. 74-71 the Blue Jays lead. Blake Farrell in the corner. 18 to shoot. Tried to get it to Johnson, nearly lost it, but got it back. And a throwaway. A chance for Westminster. This one's in the backcourt, and it's over and back. A costly turnover for the Gorlocks. Farrell trying to plead his case, saying that it was tipped, to no avail. Westminster will get the basketball and a chance to go up by 2 possessions. Brandt floats it in. Carter Wands now. A minute 31 remaining. 74-71, the Blue Jay advantage. Wands now slows it down and sets up an offense in the half-court set. No rush for the Blue Jays. Dribble handoff, Kobe Wands. 11 to shoot. He lost the basketball. It's tipped out of bounds off the leg of Kobe Wands. Just when Webster gives away a costly turnover, Westminster follows suit. New life breathed into the Gorlocks. 74-71, the Westminster advantage. Hobb now, just into the game. Corner, Etienne. 18 to shoot. Under a minute to play. 74-71, Westminster clinging to its lead. Hobb now, face guarded, and Hollinsworth couldn't help himself. They'll tag him on a reach, and that'll send Hobb to the free throw line. Second foul for Hollinsworth, 9th team foul for both teams. 74-71 as Hopp heads to the free throw line with 52.5 seconds remaining. Aaron Hopp, an 83% free throw shooter. His first one is up and good. Well, Aaron Hopp is a member of the Webster baseball team, and if this is the situation for him right now on the diamond, it's comparable to bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. Under a minute left to play. Hopp makes good and comes up in the clutch. Carter Wands trying to do the same thing. 74-73, his Blue Jays lead. 45 seconds remaining. Romo Tab gets it poked away, but the Blue Jays hold on to it. Kobe Wands now looking for a big shot. Westminster cycling. Great movement away from the basketball. Kobe Wands now, 12 to shoot. Face guarded tightly is Tab. 8 to shoot. Working in the corner. Late shot clock. Carter Wands looking for some heroics, but he throws it away. And Webster gains possession. A 3-on-2. Johnson right to the rack. A ferocious rejection by Kobe Wands. Can you believe that? Johnson wanted a foul. He's not going to get it. Kobe Wands, one of the shortest players on the court, comes up with the block of the day. It'll be Webster basketball with 19 seconds remaining, but Kobe Wands stopped an easy layup in a 3-on-2. And a timeout in response for Webster and Chris Bunch. We've about seen it all tonight, folks. We've got about 19 seconds remaining to decide this one. Westminster, a 1-point lead. No replay to see who that went off of. It'll stay with Webster right now. Setting the scene for you, Kobe Wands will keep it during the break. 18 points. He and Stu Hollinsworth leading the way. Taking a look at the team stats. 34 first half points for Webster, 34 for Westminster, 38 and 40 respectively in the second half. That is how Westminster has come up with the single-point lead. Westminster shooting a hot 46% from the floor. They've knocked down 7 3-pointers. They've held Webster to just 3. That's been a big part of why they lead this game. Webster has left a lot to be desired from the outside. Westminster has followed suit at the free throw line, shooting just 58% at the line, 7 of 12. They turned the ball over 7 times to Webster's 14. That's certainly playing a big factor in this one. Said it before, going to say it again. It's hard to even put into words the amount of what this game means in the conference picture for Westminster. They currently sit 4th in the table, tied with Spalding. A chance to leapfrog Spalding and get to 3rd place in the conference. And that would pull Webster down into 2nd with their 3rd conference loss. Can't give this one away if you're the Blue Jays. A chance for an extremely valuable conference win. Hop inbounds under the basket, 19 to play. Inbounds it in. Here on the rip through is Farrell right to the cup. Johnson, I beg your pardon, he scores and puts Webster back up. So an 11-point second half lead has been blown by the Blue Jays, and suddenly with 15.2 seconds remaining, they're going to have to make something happen. We'll take a quick break and rejoin you shortly. You're watching the conclusion of Westminster versus Webster Hoops here on the Westminster Athletics YouTube channel. Folks, do we have a treat for you? Westminster has led this game by as many as 11 points, but they've got a chance to knock off the conference frontrunners. They've got 15 seconds to do it. Here's Kobe Wands now. 11 seconds, under 10, screens from both sides. They leave it for Carter Wands, 7 seconds, 5 seconds. Kobe Wands tried to get a foul called, nothing called after mid-contact. And much to the dismay of the Westminster fans, we're going to go to the other end and shoot free throws. Kobe Wands had a chance to win it. He was heavily contacted and couldn't draw the foul. Missed the mid-range jumper, and that will send a good free throw shooter in Blake Farrell to the free throw line. Westminster clinging to its final breaths here. 2.4 seconds remaining. The score, Webster 75, Westminster 74. This will send Blake Farrell, a 56% free throw shooter, to the line. First one up, and it rolls home. 2-point lead for the Gorloks. Not all hope is lost for the Blue Jays, but they certainly have not done their part in keeping this lead. It was an 11-point advantage as late as 12 minutes into the second half, but now Coach Mitchell going to talk it over strategy-wise for his Blue Jays. And you have to feel for Westminster. This game's been officiated pretty evenly. 10 second-half fouls for the Blue Jays, 9 for Webster. But this is a game that Webster really needed. This is a game that Westminster really needed. Something's got to give. And the Blue Jays had a chance to knock off one of the premier conference teams here in the SLIAC. They are watching that slip away ever so desperately. Webster has really put it together here in the second half. This one has just been a dogfight all throughout. 2 seconds remaining once again. Webster 76, Westminster 74. And Blake Farrell with a chance to shoot one more free throw. No matter what happens, it's been a privilege to bring you this one tonight. Westminster 74, Webster 76. No matter where you're watching from, we thank you for spending your cold Wednesday evening with us, and we wish you well the rest of your week. Substitution, Ethan Hughes, a big body, coming in to fight for the rebound for Webster. Nothing changes for Westminster, still looking for a desperation three. Can't advance the basketball with the timeout, so we'll have to go full court no matter what. Farrell at the free throw line with a chance to put his team up by 3. He does just that. So Westminster will need some magic to send this one to overtime. It was a game that they had in their clutches, and they've seen it slip away. 2.4 seconds remaining. Matt Mitchell conferencing with his team, trying to desperately send it to overtime. Webster looking for a gritty conference win here on the road. Find out what happens in the conclusion on the other side of the break. Back in Fulton for the conclusion of this one. With 8 minutes left, Westminster led by 9. Since then, a fierce 27-15 run has separated these two teams. Westminster clinging to its last hope. Brandt to inbound. 2.4 seconds remain. The Hail Mary throw tipped away into the arms of Webster. They grab it and are immediately fouled, and the referees will let it slide. They steal one here on the home court of the Blue Jays. Westminster squanders an 11-point second-half lead and give away a chance for a Premier Conference win. You have to appreciate the effort of both teams, even though Westminster fans won't walk away with the results that they wanted. Your final score, Webster 77, Westminster 74. You watched it here on the Westminster Athletics YouTube channel. We'll take a run through the final numbers for you and wrap you up, send you on your way on your Wednesday evening. Kobe Want's the player of the game for the Blue Jays, 18 points, 3 of 5 shooting from the outside, 6 assists. And as for Webster, a big part of why they were able to walk away with the win tonight, Nigel Wilcox, 19 points off 9 of 14 shooting. Great game for him, a double-double, 19 points, 13 rebounds for the big man. Westminster took a 1-point deficit into the locker room. Webster able to hold on to in the second half. They shoot 52% from the floor, 27% from the outside. The Blue Jays knocked down 7, 80% from the free throw line, 58% from the Blue Jays. Have to think that Coach Mitchell is going to point that one out. Something that needs to change in order for Westminster to hang on to a game like this. So that's it for this one. Next in action, we will see you back here at historic Westminster Gym for a doubleheader. Another one Principia coming to historic Westminster Gym to take on both the men's and women's team. We'll have that one for you starting at 1:30 in the afternoon on Saturday. I'll be back with you for that one, with the men's game coming approximately 30 minutes after the conclusion of that one. For our SID, Kirsten Carney made this broadcast happen. Everybody here at Westminster College in Fulton for making it happen and having us out tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Westminster, again, comes up short. Your final 77-74. Webster takes it. Signing off for the final time this evening. I'll see you Saturday. I'm Garrett Jones.